this is Lu Wang presenting my second project for Dynamic Web Applications, CSCIE 15. And for this project, I have to make a XKCD style password generator with the option of adding symbols, numbers, and changing the case. So on my right is a demo of the live site, and this password here is the output from the previous selection. So let's walk through this. I have client and server-side validation for the number of words. So let's check the client side first. I can't do 10. It gives me that warning. In fact, if I try to submit now, it will warn me on the client side. Later I'll show the server side verification. So I can choose 4 words. I can add a symbol, I can add a number. I do add numbers, the default is 1, but I have a JavaScript function here that makes this div appear if I select number. So I can add 5 numbers. I have the options to change my case, so let's try camel case. Submit, and sure enough, I get my password with camel cased words and 5 numbers and symbol at the end. So let's try that again with all caps. Go, add a number, lowercase. Actually, this time let's not have a number. Symbol, a symbol, and whatever text that comes in. Alright, very nice. So now let's show my server-side validation of this words input field. I'm going to change the HTML on the front end and remove the restrictions on the word count. Not remove it, change it to 90, because I'm malicious. Alright, here we are. Now I'm going to put in 10. Right, this shouldn't work, but the front end is allowing me to enter 10 into this field. My backend should catch this and return me an error up here in the gray bar. Invalid number of words. Must be a number less than 9 and greater than 1. Okay, so server-side validation worked. Let's try the server-side validation for my number of numbers. Invalid number of numbers. Must be a number less than 9 and greater than 1. So 9 should be correct. 9, and 9, and voila. Alright. So in order to implement this code, I have created my project like this. I have my, looking on the left, I have my style sheet, my main index page, my logic, and then 2 files, scrape and words. What I did is in my logic.php, I have a function that when I need to generate a password, I check if I can get words from words.csv. And get words will check the contents of the file, and if there are too few entries in that file, because, I don't know, maybe it was empty, maybe the scrape that I did last time didn't work. If the file is empty, because it's new, or not fully populated because I lost internet connection sometime during the scrape, I will re-scrape Paul No's website. But under normal circumstances, words.csv should be full. So get words will not run this type of code that will scrape Paul's website. Instead, it will open up the file and get me some words out of the file. And then I will go through and randomly sample from my word array using methods like ArrayRand and manipulating the keys of the array. So that's a little bit of the backend to get my words. And of course, with all the special case formatting, I have some functions here in an if-else block that will do the various case formatting, as well as a loop and some if statements to check if I need to add numbers and symbols. Right. So that is my project.php. my index is pretty simple. I have very simple JavaScript to display the number count if I want to add a number. And then the password itself is displayed up here in this div. And in this div, I use a function in my logic.php to get my password, and I echo it out here. Yeah, and that's it. That is project number 2. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will see everybody in class.